ready to match the stars. Gary Burghoff, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, at Crowley, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bulifant, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson and friends. It's a pleasure to see all of you and all of you bodies, too, there. Always a pleasure to do business with our regulars on this program. Brett Summers there. With
Little fan sent those to me, aren't those darling?
They're darling.
I have 3. I could only bring 2 on the air, though.
And we greet Charles Nelson Reilly.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do? And Richard Dawson.
Present.
All those 3 people are here on a daily, regular basis, and we're happy to have them. Now, the semi-regulars are Gary Burghoff of
Yes,
MASH.
thank you very much. I only have one. The other one's in the back seat of my car going.
And Pat Crowley here, whom we welcome. Dear
thank
sweet
you.
lady.
Lovely to be
And
here.
that other sweet lady is Joyce Bulifant. All right.
Forget it. Do we see Pat in?
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Joe Forster.
Every Tuesday evenings, right. Joe Forster.
Right.
Sure, indeed.
Bridges.
Yes,
Thank
marvelous show. Now, let's say hello to our 2 civilians over here, Jim Grimes and Ida Newton. Hello there.
Hi.
Now, we'd like to find out a little bit about each of you. Let's begin with you, Ida. Please tell us where you're from and all that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. My name's Ida Newton.
I said that, Ida. I said your name's Ida Newton.
I'm originally from Philadelphia.
Yep.
I've been out here about a year now, and I work for a bank,
Yep.
and I'm going to school for theater.
You're running downhill, Ida.
You know, that kind of thing.
Are you all right?
That's about all, and I just learned to bowl, and I really enjoy it.
You like bowling?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good game.
I'm learning. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Ida.
Thank you.
Now let's find out a little bit about your opponent, Jim Grimes.
I'm from San Pedro, and I have well, we all have to have someplace to live.
Right.
And I have a wife and a little boy, 2 years old, and I'm an insurance broker, jeweler, and graphic designer.
Boy, your life, your cup overfloweth, doesn't it? Good. Good luck to both of you. May I remind each of you that you'll be trying to match as many of our celebrities as you can. And the winner will go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. All right. Here we go. Now, Ida, you make a selection here. You want A or B?
A.
A it is. Ida has chosen A. Everybody plays, and we're off and running. Henry Kissinger's wife was flabbergasted.
Is he married?
Here it is. When Henry returned from his last trip, she opened his trunk and found blank inside. Did you hear that, Ida? Henry Kissinger's wife was flabbergasted. When Henry returned from his last trip, she opened his trunk and found blank inside.
He travels so much that's such a hard
That's right.
question to
Oh, I
answer.
have a great one in my head for this one. May I can't communicate it to you. All right. They're all finished down in the lower tier. You ready up here? Yeah, it's terrific. Okay. Charles has thrown away 4 cards already. 5. Okay. Enough, Charles. Restrain yourself. All right, now they're all writing, so I'll stroll back slowly, and by the time I get over here
something to say.
to Ida, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to talk until I call on you. Don't just
are you
blurt out,
called on
I
me?
have something to say. What would you like to say?
Well, I just want to say if Dickie seems a little depressed,
Yes.
it's because I beat him so unmercifully at backgammon.
Oh, you did? Before we came on the air, you had a little game of backgammon, eh? All right, Ida Newton. Henry Kissinger's wife was flabbergasted. When Henry returned from his last trip, she opened his trunk and found blank inside.
You won't believe this.
But
I haven't been following Kissinger, so I'll have to say tape.
Neither have we.
I don't know.
tapes? Tapes is your answer?
Oh, honey, you gotta catch up.
Wait a minute, now hold it. I want to say something to you. It isn't often we get a happy loser like this. Look at her. She gives a rotten answer and laughs and stretches. Okay.
I wonder, Ida, have you heard that Spiro Agnew resigned?
What do you say?
Well, I figure
From what?
I figure he came back from the Soviet Union. He had just come back from the Soviet Union,
Right.
and he brought her a souvenir of their most available commodity, American wheat.
American wheat. Brought a little American wheat back. Very good there. All right,
They're
Brett.
wrong. He came. This is a three-person. So wait for your applause. She found 2,500 Arabs
Yes.
who were thrilled about the oil, etc.
And a partridge
It's in a pear tree. Right, you got it. All right, Charles.
These Kissinger answers are worse than the Jolly Green Giant question.
You started to say Queen.
I said airline hostess.
An airline hostess. Henry Kissinger's wife was flabbergasted when Henry returned from his last trip. She opened his trunk and found tapes inside, according to Ida Newton. What do you say, Pat?
Secret documents.
Secret documents. I see.
No, right?
Okay. Now, Richard.
Now, she was flabbergasted.
She was
right?
flabbergasted.
Well, you know Kissinger is the original sauerkraut. You know that, don't you?
Is he really?
I'll buy that.
And she opened the case, and there was ladies' underwear.
Ladies' underwear. Okay.
Summit meeting.
That was some trip. Yes, and he said he was going to Moscow. What do you say, Joyce?
Well, part of Richard's answer is in mine.
What is that?
He found Betty Ford.
He found Betty Ford.
Oh, she found
What was
me.
your answer?
I said, listen, I had it perfectly. When Kissinger returned from his last trip, she opened his trunk and found Joe and Lie inside. How about that? No, you don't like that one either. All right. Don't fool me, I'm a star. Okay, Jim, you ready?
I'm ready.
When the flying saucer landed, the Martian said, "Is there any chopped liver on this planet?" On Mars, we give it to our women to make them blank. Did you hear that, Jim? Is there any chopped liver on this planet? On Mars, we give it to our women to make them blank. She's spreading germs all over the place, isn't she?
It's not contagious, dear. It's just terminal.
Okay, write an answer down there. Put it in the slot, and away we go. All right, Gary's got his idea. We come over here to Jim Grimes. When the flying saucer landed, the Martian said, "Is there any chopped liver on this planet? On Mars, we give it to our women to make them
Amorous.
amorous." What's wrong with that? That's not a bad idea. Don't harangue him. Harangue me, but don't harangue him. Gary,
I didn't know you could say amorous on television.
you can say amorous.
No,
All right.
I said fertile.
Fertile. Okay.
That's not amorous.
Right. Okay. Brett.
It's wonderful.
It's marvelous. You know what I say? Before you become, well, after you become amorous,
Yes.
next thing that happens to you is you become fertile.
You become fertile. Yes. One thing at a time. Charles.
And then after that, you become more fertile.
Oh, you do indeed. All right, we give it to our women to make them amorous, which is a perfectly good answer, and I wish someone would hold up a card that would say amorous.
Amorous. Well, I don't have that, but I have great lovers. Wouldn't that be the same thing?
Great others. One for Jim. How about you, Richard?
Now, I have to explain after I show
Yes.
you. He said, we use chopped liver on Mars, right?
Yes, and we give it to our women to make them...
Pregnant.
Oh.
Let me explain. So the Earthlings said, here's a film, and I'll show you how we do that here.
Yes.
And the Martian looked and said, isn't that strange? That's how we make cars.
Always the gooders.
Oh, General Motors, I love you. Joyce.
That'd be some car factory, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
My goodness.
Pressing on.
Bumper to bumper.
I said sexy.
Oh, there's another one. That's two for Jim. Okay, so at the end of round 1, 2-0 in favor of Jim Grimes. Round 2 later, but first this. Pay attention, then hurry back.
Numbness.
Hello there. Now, we're ready to go to round 2. 2-0 the score in favor of Jim here. Round 2 coming up. Now, let's see. You're ahead, Jim, so why don't we ask you to make a selection this time?
Take B.
B it is. 2 people do not play.
The lady.
The 2 ladies down here. Everybody else, if you please, respond to this. George Washington said to Betsy Ross, if that flag isn't ready by the 4th of July, we're going to run your blank up the pole. That's what George said to Betsy. That's what George said to Betsy. If that flag isn't ready by the 4th of July, we're going to run your blank up the pole.
Do you think that George Washington and Betsy Ross were,
Yes, they were. Yeah.
But he didn't marry her, did he?
Oh, yes, he did. Sure.
No, he didn't. He married Martha. She just whipped up
that's
the flag.
right. Oh, that's right. Yes, I keep forgetting.
I tell you, it's hard for
I gotta
an
get Rona
intellectual
Barrett
like me
here to
be
find
among
out.
you dummies.
Charles, ready? Put something down there. Stop. Go, quickly. Quickly. All right.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Oh, I see. I'm waiting for Gary Burghoff.
And try and remain in control, dear.
All right, I'll wait for Gary over here. The weather's a little better.
Okay.
Ready, Gary?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Jim Grimes. George Washington said to Betsy Ross, he said, Betsy, if that flag isn't ready by the 4th of July, we're going to run your blank up the pole.
You're behind.
Yes, sir? Hello there?
I said your stars and stripes.
Your stars and stripes. Okay, what'd you say?
Oh, darling, this is a definite match. They're going to run her bottom side right
That's
up the
it.
pole.
There's one for Jim. Charles?
I said her undies.
Her undies. Oh, that'd be interesting. Her knickers, or pantaloons, or whatever it is they have. Now, Richard, what say you?
Well, the word they actually used was bloomers.
Bloomers is what they wore.
Thank you.
So, here we go now. It's 3 for you, and you've got to match 3 to stay in the game and achieve a tie. 4, however, Ida, will win for you. Listen carefully. Everyone plays. The princess said, when I kissed that frog, he turned into a prince, all right, but there's one problem. The prince occasionally gets the urge to blank. When I kissed the frog, he turned into a prince, all right, but there's one problem. The prince occasionally gets the urge to blank. You know that fairy tale, don't you, Ida? Princess who kissed the frog, he turned into a prince. Yes, hold everything now.
Can't say that.
No.
This isn't my night.
No, it isn't. No.
Wait a minute.
I thought that was... That's what...
long, please.
Well, that's what frogs do.
Curtain up.
No, they
Light
don't do
the
that.
lights. You've got nothing to hit but the heights.
Okay, here
Starting
we go.
here.
Ida Newton is now ready, since you are all ready. The princess said, when I kissed that frog, he certainly did turn into a prince, all right, but there's just one problem. The prince occasionally gets the urge to...
Hop.
Hop. Okay, Ida.
To what, dear? I'm sorry.
To hop. The prince occasionally gets the urge to hop, is what frogs do.
But that wouldn't bother me if I were her.
Really?
No.
At dinner?
At dinner.
At bedtime, nighty-night,
What would
dear?
really bother me
Yeah.
at dinner or at bedtime is if he croaked.
He croaked. Yeah, that'll be better. That's good. That's better. Croak is good too, Ida.
Can you say that on television?
Yes, you can. Brett.
I've been looking for 2 years for somebody who could hop.
Oh, really?
And haven't had a bit of luck, I might add. I said croak or whatever it is that sound that those frogs make. So in case she did said something that was comparable, you know what I mean?
ribbit, ribbit,
Ribbit. Well, yes, ribbit's good.
ribbit,
I was going to say hide his legs when he passed a French restaurant, but that's not... I said croak.
Croak it is. Now, Ida, you got to match the 3 remaining celebrities here on the bottom tier to stay in the game and achieve a tie. There's one problem. The prince occasionally gets the urge to hop, according to Ida. What say you, Pat?
Well, I meant to write hop, but it came out leap. Doesn't that mean the same
Leap
thing?
and hop is about the same thing. So that's what they do. Okay, Richard. Looking for a
I
hopping
meant
frog.
to write hop and leap.
Yes.
But I wrote ribbit.
Ribbit. So that means Jim wins the game. What'd you have, Joyce? Calm down, Jim. Okay, congratulations to you, sir. Now, you stand by here for a moment or so. We've talked to Ida. Ida, are you laughing or crying?
I'm crying inside.
You're crying inside?
Yeah.
Crying on the inside, laughing on the outside? We've got some gifts for Ida, haven't we? Got a whole bunch of loot for her. We thank you for being with us here on Match Game PM. Ida Newton, ladies and gentlemen. I was spinning around to send these messages for you, then hurry back and see how Jim does on the Big Money Super Match. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, now we've got something for you here. Gonna get an idea how you are at matching your wits and matching up with a studio audience that was here recently. It's time now for the Big Money Super Match, where you can win over $10,000. Now, to do that, we're going to have 2 audience matches for you, and whatever you win in these audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10. Here we go. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank waiter. Now, the answer that group gave most often is worth $500 to you, Jim, if you match it. If you match that middle one, you get $250. The third most frequently given response is worth $100 to you. Now, 3 of our celebrities are going to give you a little assist here, and you can call on them one at a time and find out what kind of answers you get out of them.
Let's attack Richard.
I'm sorry, it is not my table.
Not my table.
Head wetter.
Head wetter. All right, there's one.
Okay, Brett.
What about dumbwaiter?
Dumbwaiter's another one.
Charles?
I'm sorry it is not my table because I am a French waiter.
French waiter.
Try
All
to
right.
hold the applause down to an ovation.
We're doing the best we can, Charles. So you have dumbwaiter,
What else
French
is
waiter, head waiter. Do any of those sound good to you? Or
I'm going to stick with Richard and go to head waiter.
head waiter it is. Okay. Find out if it's up there. And the big question is, if it is there, where is it? Let's begin down at the bottom and reveal the $100 response.
Well, now we know what he was waiting for.
Yeah. What does that mean, Ira?
That's a show.
What's that?
It's a show called What Do You
Oh,
Say
there's
to a
a
Naked
show
Waiter?
called Naked Waiter?
And it's
No
Get
kidding.
Dressed.
Where is that show playing? And how do you get tickets for that? I never heard of that.
Yeah,
It is. Okay. What a weird audience, aren't they? They all came from the show and they put Naked Waiter. All right, we are looking for a head waiter. Let's find out if it's under the $250 response. Head waiter, congratulations, Jim. You got it. All right. Yeah. You think it's dumbwaiter? What makes you think it's dumbwaiter?
Because that's the next best guess.
Really? Well, that's the one
No,
that
no,
the
not
audience
next
applauded more
best.
than any of the others. Let's find out if it's up there. May we see it, please? You are right, dumbwaiter. The audience is right on that one. Now you won $200, which means that the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $2,500. But at this time, Jim, we're going to see how much more you can win with our second audience match, and here we go. We polled another audience, and we got their response to this. Blank in one. Now, let's see what answers our celebrities will suggest for you.
Let's go back to Richard.
Hole in one. Hole in one. All right.
Brett?
Brett?
What about 3 in 1?
3 in 1.
Charles?
French wetter in one.
French wetter in 1. What do you say, sir?
Oh, I got it, Charles. But don't take it.
That's not that good. That stinks. That's nothing.
Time.
Wait.
No, too late.
He's already had that one, Joyce.
What is that?
It is a charming answer from a French girl, Miss Bulifant, all in one, which
All
is
in
charming.
one. You want to accept that? Okay, we'll take that. All in one, 3 in 1, and hole in 1 are the 3, Jim. What do you say? Do you want one of those?
We're going for the biggie, hole in one.
Hole in 1, you think it is? All right. Let's find out now if hole in 1 is up there, and let's find out first if it's under the $100 response. 2 in 1.
That's what I meant. 2 in 1, not 3 in 1.
3 in 1 is a commercial product name. We're looking for hole in 1. Let's reveal the $250 response. All in 1. It's one that Charles came up with the last moment. Last chance for hole in 1. Here's the $500 number. Hole in 1 there. Congratulations. Now, Jim, you won $500. We multiply that by 10, which makes $5,000. Add that to the previous $2,500, gives you a pot of $7,500 to shoot for. To collect, you've got to match one celebrity and try out your ESP with just one. Which one will it be?
Richard Dawson.
Okay, Richard. You face me, if you would, please, Jim. Here we go. It's worth $7,500, and it goes like this. Blank rainbow. Blank rainbow. Now he's finished. Okay, you concentrate real hard before you give me an answer, Jim, and see if you can get a little ESP going with Richard Dawson. And match the answer he's already written on his card. Blank rainbow.
I'm going to stick with show business and go Finnegan's Rainbow.
Finnegan's Rainbow, the name of a hit Broadway musical of some years ago. That's what he says will match you, Richard.
Judy Garland, Over the Rainbow.
Over the Rainbow. Well, all right, Jim. Well done. It was a good try. You've got $750 as a grand total, and that ain't bad, and we thank you. And now we've got this message for you. Thank you all. You were splendid. Gene Reddin here. Join us next week for Men's Game PM. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive Recorder Call 80, automatic telephone answering system, voice actuated with remote control that plays back your message from anywhere in the world. And His and Her Cosmetics from Mary Kay for your skincare, including a fascinating assortment of Mary Kay creams, lotions, glamour makeup, and men's toiletries. And Jolly Time Popcorn always pops tasty, tender, and crispy kernels. The whole family loves Jolly Time Popcorn. And a car care assortment featuring Turtle Wax, the world's largest selling car wax, cleans, polishes, protects in one easy operation. Turtle Wax with a hard shell finish. And for a smooth-running car, Castrol GTX motor oil for all models and sizes of cars, Castrol lubrication for cars, motorcycles, and snowmobiles. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.